Yo guys, this is Sugi and this will be my Syndra guide for mid lane. And I actually will be featuring a Polar overall Syndra skin which is made by Senseiya and was the original concept was created some dude at their forums, and I will be featuring more custom skins in the future because I think they're really cool and I think they more need exposure. And you can download the skin on description for below freely and shit. So let's get started off with the abilities. The first passive ability of Syndra, well the only one, is called Transcendent, and every time you max out one of your abilities they will get an extra effect. And I will explain this as I go through the abilities. So the Q is called Dark Spear, and Syndra creates a spear at the target location and deals AoE damage. It's kind of comparable to Karthus Q, but it doesn't do extra damage on single targets. And once you max out this to level 5, it will deal 50% bonus damage against champions. This is the ability you max out first because this is the main ability and everything focuses around this ability on Syndra and how much the Dark Spear deals damage. The second ability, your W, is called Force of Will, and you're able to grab Dark Spear, enemy minion, or neutral monster for 5 seconds and throw it against your enemy and slow them and deal damage. You're able to ward enemy reds or blues and steal them and reset them and fuck around with them. This is really good ability. I mean, really good for invades. This is really good for throwing poke bit on the high range. You know, you want to slow down. It's a really good ability. There's many things you can do with it. You can, for instance, you can throw super minions to the fountain. That's really one of my favorite things I can do. The third ability is called Scatter the Weak, and this deals like a knock up on a line. It was kind of like a spear line, spectrum line. And if there's a Dark Spear on this location, it will throw the Dark Spear to distance. And if the Dark Spear hits an enemy champion, it will stun it. And this is the most important combo to do. So you Q and then you immediately E on line, so you will stun the opponent. You can actually like do it on precisely, as you can see in a few clips, you can just precisely put it on the spot where the champion is. And this is like extremely good ability, and if you can't learn this combo, you will have hard time learning Syndra. The ultimate, oh yeah, the transcendent bonus is that the width of the actual scattering will increase 50%, and actually in the Force of the Will, the increases slow duration by 2 seconds. And that's great too. But yeah, so the ultimate is Unleash the Power, so every spear that Syndra has on ground plus I think it's 5 spears, five spears will launch to the enemy and deal high level burst, okay? The more spears you have, the maximum damage is 7 spears, okay? That's the maximum you can have. So the 5 from your for ultimate, it will create 5, and if you have 2 spears on the ground, this will make it 7. But the Force of Will, the W, has ability extend the lifespan of the Dark Spears by holding them. It will reset the timer on it, so practically you can have 8 spears at maximum. But this will be very hard to do. And the thing is that the Unleashed Power is really good ability. It's like high, you kind of shut down AD carry or AP carry in team fights. That's your work, that's your job. And this is why DFG is really important for Syndra. So your first DFG and then your ultimate, or DFG do your QE combo and maybe throw double E in and then your ultimate, and this will do like high level of damage. And the transcendent bonus of the ultimate increases its range by 75. This is really important in some matchups that you are in outrange or you want to do it from the max distance pretty much. And the spell skill order leveling is always max out your Q first, then your E, then your W, and then of course the ultimate. As for the items, you start up with Doran's Ring, 2 potions, and War Trinket. You can start with 4 potions and boots too if you want to. I don't really. It's kind of like if you're really scared of the jungle. After this, you build outs to Athene's, okay? Athene's got been nerfed, but I still think it's really important item because you need mana to poke. And sometimes you just can't get the blue buffs. Either jungle is retarded or enemy just steals it. After this I build out the DFG, okay? DFG is pretty essential item. Before I didn't build it because I was really bad at using DFG. But DFG is so strong, it synergizes well with the combos and ultimate. And it's just an essential item. When you have 30% of cooldown reduction, this is really good for Syndra. You have more time to combos. You're able to use the scatter the weak to zone them out or push them away from you, and just more utility for you overall. After this, you go to Rabadons, and after this, Zonayas. And last item is kind of like, I always go for damage, so I think Zonai is kind of equivalent for GA, so I don't take GA, I take Realize, because Realize gives you extremely good zoning, okay? And this is a really good item for Syndra. Also, you can build GA or Void Staff, but I prefer Realize because Syndra is really squishy. Like, she doesn't have any escape spells, she's pretty like volatile, and she just might die on lane if you just get fucked over. Bad positionings will cost your life in lane, I'm gonna tell you that. And as for the summoner spells, Flash of course. Ignite is okay, but actually Syndra is considered more like a poke champion, so you don't want to be really too close. So I usually run heal or barrier, or even a teleport is sometimes okay, but I usually use heal because Ignite is kind of hard too. I don't want to go too close in combat. Next up about the masteries, of course. 21-2-7, so pretty much taking all the important AP setups from offense, taking the enchanted armor from defense, meditation along with scout or either face walker, and of course summoner's insight, because it's really important to have flash up on multiple occasions because you don't have any escape spells. As for the runes, it's pretty simple stuff, so AP quints, magic penetration reds, armor seal flats, or you know, health even, and for AP per level for glyphs. And there's also option for going magic resistance in case you're against someone like heavy damage like LeBlanc, and that's pretty much for the runes. As for the laning matchups, Syndra is pretty good against most of the champions in this game. I think she's like the best champion against LeBlanc right now. I mean, if you land your QE combo, you can pretty much have free ultimate and kill her on the spot. As for the other matchup like Ari is easy, TF can't do anything against Syndra, Nidalee can't do much against Syndra. Syndra has like really easy matchups. Talon is someone, or Zed, who can jump on you and burst you before you can do your combo. Those are the ones you really want to be wary of, and Yasuo is kind of also a bit pain in the ass. And that ends up my Syndra guide. You can check out the text version from the description below. You can download the skin from the description below. And see you guys later. Share it, like it, subscribe. See ya.